Desmond, we've got some great topics that we want to talk about. What do you want to lead with, though?
Probably the fact that the Gestapo just arrested
Oof.
the judge in Milwaukee. Probably a good place to start because it is on
Yeah.
everyone's mind right now,
Mm.
as the Trump administration sent the FBI there, which is acting as their secret police, to
Hmm.
go ahead. I guess it's not so secret; it's out in broad daylight. They
Sure.
had sent the FBI to Milwaukee to arrest a sitting judge for
Hmm.
having the audacity of giving due process to immigrants who are sitting there. And I believe that the news has come down now that the judge has been released. But, as
Wow.
we've seen here, the Attorney General Pam Bondi is coming out and basically saying that this isn't the first, or this won't be the last time that this happens, but rather this is almost like a threat to
Hmm.
judges around the country that if they interfere
Hmm.
with the business of the Trump administration, that they could also be subject to being arrested in the future. So we, you know, there's, there were times I think in the first cycle, the first administration of Donald Trump, where I felt
Hmm.
like criticisms might have been slightly hyperbolic. They are nowhere near that this time. They are all adequate when we're talking about what is happening with Donald Trump with his
Yeah.
administration. It is very, very clear to me that we are actually in a constitutional crisis.
Hmm.
Natalie?
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw this story, I was just I wish I wish I could say I was more shocked. I
Yeah.
wasn't. I was so enraged by this. How dare they? How dare they think that they are above the law? What bothers me
Yeah.
about all of this, all of it, because it's all interconnected, is this idea that somehow they are above the rest of us when we, in fact, are the government, right? It doesn't belong to Trump or Bondi or to Vance. It belongs to us, we the people. So I want to know, when are they going to be arrested for treason against the United States? Their job is to uphold the Constitution. He has flagrantly broken that oath now more than once, but to me, this is like clear cut beyond clear cut. So when do we step in as a people and say enough is enough? Because I think they're getting to the point where the gloves are coming off. So I want to know when ours are too.
It's hard to say what we're supposed to do though, Natalie. If
I
we're
mean, I
being
have some thoughts,
100%
but I'm not going to
honest,
put them here.
I mean, it's getting more and more scary because of the way
Yeah.
that they're like weaponizing. I mean, I was seeing just yesterday about how they were sending the FBI into Michigan to,
Yep.
without search warrants, to break into the homes of pro-Palestine protesters who were all
Mm-hmm.
American citizens.
Yeah, they're citizens.
Yeah, and they just like broke into their homes and arrested them. We have taken that authoritarian like drop like
Yeah.
precipitously. It's
Yeah.
happened so quickly
Mm-hmm.
that I think they are really instilling fear in people all over the place. And I think the comparisons to the Third Reich are no longer hyperbolic in any way.
No.
I mean, like, we don't have to get into all the different like similarities right now, but the
Sure.
point is like it is scary how
Yeah.
authoritarian they've become, how quickly they are essentially telling the entire government either fall in line or you will be disciplined. It's
Mm-hmm.
just I'm not sure what we are supposed to do, Natalie. I mean, like, I'm kind of shell shocked seeing the news today. I really am.
Yeah.
I don't really know how are we supposed to react to them sending the FBI to arrest a judge for giving immigrants due process.
Right. And I think this is where the Democrats and the Republicans in Congress, they need to start having, if they're not already, wherever they can pick them off on the fringes, at least with the Republicans, some behind closed doors conversations around, we all need to be doing our job here. And our job is to represent the people of the United States, not this rogue entity that has now
Yeah.
infiltrated our government. Because it's not just with immigration and with threatening judges. And, this judge was released. So I think that tells you that they are getting pushback. They're testing boundaries. They're testing limits. That's why they're kidnapping
Right.
students first, right? They're trying to go in the sort of the dark corners where they can do things. But I do think they are being hit with resistance. And I don't want people to fall into despair or become paralyzed, because there are things that are happening and being pushed back on. But to your point, the word Nazi is being used now in a way that is not hyperbolic, but is very much representative of this government. And another thing that we can add to that conversation was recently